Hey everyone, welcome to Ladybugs. Sorry, I'm going blank for a second here. Positive nights, that's what I went with. Sorry, I had several things I was thinking about. Tonight, I'm going to say I'm grateful for Seth MacFarlane. Odd, but I know. About 4 or 5 years ago, I had to have surgery, and I was moving. My friend came up to where I was living in Maine, and she made me watch American Dad. This was horrible because I was on medications and I have adverse reactions to those things, which is funny at some points, so I end up always having a babysitter for that. But anyway, as I'm on these medications and watching American Dad, it comes to this episode where Roger eats this bird thing and watches somebody sing a Celine Dion song. And Haley comes back and she says, "How was it?" And he goes, "I don't know how quite to describe it, the right word. Let me try. Let me think. Schmoobly dong. That's not it. Not quite it. But close." And then later on in this episode, Steve does this dance to singing the national anthem, just like Michael Jackson. It was like the most mind-blowing episode I've ever seen of American Dad, and most mind-blowing moment next to anything with Doctor Who. Seth MacFarlane became a god that day, and that was, to me, is like horrid, because anybody who spends any length of time in Rhode Island more than likely should not be a god, but this man is totally a god because that episode was just mind-bogglingly blowing, and it puts so many things into perspective with one word and a version of the national anthem I never, ever thought in my life I would witness. I find it completely and utterly disturbingly, happily crazed moment. But for those moments that blow my mind and make the universe just infinitely harder, in the words of Douglas Adams. Because once you figure it out, it definitely becomes infinitely harder. And Seth MacFarlane's brought a lot of great things to this world, and the man apparently knows what the hell he's talking about. Okay, there is no such thing as fucking quahog. Okay, that's my only moment of, like, tidbit there, but there is no such thing as quahog, for one. For two, yes, people in Rhode Island do act like that. They don't want to admit it, but they do. It's horrible. And hilarious at the same time. Yes, this is like a touchy subject for me, but again, the guy knows what he's talking about. There's some actual research done into that or something. And unfortunately, you can tell he spent time here. But that is my positive moment for the night and good thoughts. Seth MacFarlane. Have a great night, people. I'm going to go get ready for bed.